Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Plus Model Radio, the #1 podcast for plus-size women. I'm your host, Chenese Lewis. Today is Monday, August 17th, 2009. And as always, I've got a great show lined up for you today. Coming up later on the show will be Mara Hall from Oxygen's hit show Dance Your Ass Off, and Cassandra Jones McBride, the U.S. Director of the Fuller Woman Expo. But up first is Sarah Testa. Sarah Testa is the creator of Pizzazz.net, an online plus-size fashion directory which provides a comprehensive list of plus-focused stores for curvy women wanting to shop online. Sarah created Pizzazz.net to provide curvy women who are frustrated at the lack of plus-size options with a place where they can find all the stylish fashions they need in their size. Since its launch in 2003, Pizzazz.net has grown to become a leading point of reference for curvy women who are looking for stylish fashion options online. In 2006, Sarah then launched the Plus Size Clothing Scoop, a blog focusing exclusively on plus-size fashion which serves as an extension to Pizzazz.net. The blog provides daily information on the latest sales, discounts, style tips, and more. Sarah is an online marketer by profession and loves fashion and traveling around the world. She is 26 and hails from the sunny island of Malta, located in the Mediterranean Sea. So let's give a warm welcome to Sarah. Hi, Sarah, are you there?
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having me on the show. It's really exciting to be here.
Well, first of all, thank you for being on the show because I know we're on opposite sides of the world. And tell everybody what time it is out there right now.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. So thank you so much for just willing to do this.
No problem.
So well, tell us your background. What were you doing before you started these plus-size websites?
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually started the website while I was still in college, so there's not much background before that. I was in college. I was majoring in business and marketing. I always liked creating websites here and there, experimenting with things.
Was it something maybe for a class or just a random idea?
No, it was just a random idea that I came up with. I was, looking around for things to buy for myself, and I was really liking what I was seeing. And I thought, does everyone else know what's out there? So I decided to create Pizzazz, as a place to gather up all the information and provide it to anyone willing, wanting to shop online. So they have a place, to go to where they can see everything and have everything, all the information there that they need.
Now, are you plus size, and did you start the website in an attempt to find clothing for yourself?
Yes, I am plus size. I'm a size 18 or 16, depending on the day and the shop. Okay. I did start the website in an attempt to find clothing for myself. I always liked shopping online for different things, and I was looking around for clothes for myself, and I was really amazed at the choice available online, which I was not finding in regular stores. And I was really, really excited. I'm like, my God, this is incredible. All these clothes, these large sizes.
Right.
So I just wanted to create, a website where there is everything listed. Anyone wanting to find casual wear, formal wear, whatever, swimwear. They'll have a lot of options, and I'll give them all the options that are available, and they can just go there and shop around.
Now, are there
online.
plus-size clothing stores where you live in Malta?
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying the city correct?
Yes, that's right. Well, I mean, Malta is a very small island, so we do have everything, but obviously since it's a small island, it's pretty limited.
So do you have a Lane Bryant, or that's just something in the U.S.?
No, that's just something in the U.S. What we do have are like the leading UK plus-size store called Evans. I'm not sure whether you're aware of that. Mm-hmm. We have that, which is quite good. But then there are like little stores which are not really. I don't see any 20-year-old or 25-year-old shopping there, so it is pretty limited for us.
So you get most of your clothing that you wear yourself is mostly from online?
Yes, mostly online. I always have my wish list adding on stuff there. So yes, most of the things that I buy are online, especially dresses and skirts, tops, whatever I buy online. And I mean, it's so convenient. You just
Well, is that expensive, having to get everything shipped internationally?
It is quite expensive, yes. I mean, the shipping itself is not that expensive. Depends where you get it from. If, let's say, I'm shopping within Europe, I don't need to pay taxes or anything extra, so that's not bad. But if I shop from the U.S., yes, I have to pay an additional tax. But when you add everything up and you compare what you could have bought online to what you could have bought in a local store, it's still worth it, so I don't mind.
So most of the companies featured on your website are from the U.S., so do you find that there are more plus-size clothing companies options in the U.S. than other places?
Yes, I would say, even if, I've traveled quite a bit around Europe, the UK, Italy, there's definitely, I think, much more options in the US for plus-size women. I've been to some countries like Greece, where, when shopping there, it was a complete nightmare. You just want to run out of the store because everything is so small, and you feel, oh, what the hell. Yes, I think, yes, there are definitely much more options in the U.S. for plus-size women.
Well, from your perspective, do you find it strange when women in the U.S. say we can't find any plus-size clothing that we like? Does that sound weird to you?
Yes, it does, because you guys have a lot of options compared to everyone else, I'd say in Europe, especially in Malta. So it is quite strange. I mean, I do understand, because even going to the regular stores, I guess the sizes won't be as won't be as varied. I know that some stores tend to keep their plus size options for some reason just to their online sales. So that's really strange as well. So yeah, I can understand, but you guys are luckier than some girls in other places.
Right. Now, your website was listed #1 on the top 10 blogs about plus-size fashion. Now, what do you think sets your blog and website apart from others to get you to the #1 spot?
Well, I was very surprised to see that, as I was very flattered. So that's for starters. I mean, I think it's the amount of information that I provide which sets it apart, and I try to keep it as updated as possible. If you look at the blog, I have regular daily updates, and updates on sales and discounts that are actually going on, So I think that's what sets it apart, the fact that it's updated often, and I try and provide as much as information as possible and keep it updated, and I think that's it.
Now, your blog is called the Plus Size Clothing Scoop, correct?
Yes, exactly.
So tell us about this. This is a new addition to your website.
Yes, exactly. I added the blog in 2006. Pretty much what was happening, I was seeing a lot of different tips and articles and say that I wanted to publish on the site, and I wanted to find a convenient way how to publish that. And I thought a blog would be the perfect fit, regular updates. So I created this section, and what I do is pretty much post every day different things, latest sales, discount coupon codes, fashion articles, style tips. I post there's a weekly insertion where I post plus-size videos that I find around online that are interesting, for plus-size women to see. So it's like an added section to the site where it's kind of frequently updated with the latest news and tips and scoops that I think every woman should know about.
So the plus-size clothing scoop is not a total new website with its own domain. It's just one section of Pizzazz.
Exactly.
Okay.
The main Pizzazz is kind of the directory of sites and directory of plus-size stores where it's listed. There are different sections, as I was saying, casual, formal, swimwear, sportswear, so anyone looking for those kind of clothing can go to that specific section they are interested in, and in that section they can see the different stores that they can shop at. Then the blog is something which is more regularly updated. It's kind of an extension to the site, so women can, subscribe to receive updates via email every day and receive in their inbox all the regular updates that we provide on a daily basis.
And so the blog topics aren't exclusively to clothing. It's a mix of all things going on in the plus-size community.
Exactly. It's a mix of things. I try and include different things in there. Updates from different companies, new clothing lines, size acceptance articles, that sort of thing. So it's obviously plus-size focused, but it's not just related to clothing. Anything interesting and anything worth blogging about is included as well.
Now, if someone is interested, if they have a plus-size clothing line or anything and interested in being on your site, how could they go about submitting to you to be included on your website?
Okay, what they have to do is they can go on pizzazz.net, and on the left-hand side menu, way towards the bottom, there's a link called Add Your Site. And there's instructions there. Basically, what needs to be done is just a quick email to submitme@pizzazz.net, and they can send the information there, and then we'll follow up with them. People can also send things like press releases, news about events, obviously plus-size focused events that are happening around, and that can be sent to feedback@pizzazz.net. And anything interesting we'll post on the blog, even like events, anything plus-size focused that's interesting we'll consider putting up, definitely.
But there are certain things you're not interested in on putting on the website, like you're not looking for adult material or anything like that?
No, definitely not. No. No, it's completely clean and, anything family-oriented. Exactly.
So, do you have anything else coming up that we can be looking for?
Well, something that is in the works for the upcoming holiday season. I'm working with the different retailers and different plus-size people in the industry to draw up a holiday style guide, to help women and guide them what things to look for and what are the leading trends for, let's say, partying in Christmas and New Year's and that sort of stuff.
So it's a style guide to help you dress for the holiday.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Not a guide to help you buy gifts.
No. Well, we could include that as well, but no, the focus would be on the trends and the new things that are coming up, for women to help them be stylish in the holiday season. next year I'm hoping to start adding more videos to the plus-size clothing scoop as well, having myself share tips and that sort of stuff via video. I wanted to do that this year, but it's been a very busy year. I'm getting married in October, so busy wedding planning.
You're getting married?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, in October. So I'm at the moment very, very busy with things, but it's very exciting times.
Oh, well, congratulations! You're gonna have to have a guide about plus size wedding dresses now.
Yes. Yes.
So, again, before you leave, tell us your official website and how we can keep in touch with you if you're on Facebook, Twitter, and etc.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the website is pazazz.net. It's spelled PASAZZ.net. People can contact me on feedback at pazazz.net. I am on Facebook. I am on Twitter. My Twitter ID is SassySarah82. And I think those are the main ways which you can keep in touch with me. But if you go on the site and on the blog, there are links pretty much everywhere too. And
you have a mailing list you can subscribe to and just get it in the email.
Yeah,
inbox.
Exactly. There's the newsletter is called Loving My Curves, and people can subscribe and they can keep in touch.
And what kind of things you get in the newsletter? Do you get the blog of the day, or is different things?
It's a different thing than the blog updates. It's more, it's kind of a roundup of the main articles and more exclusive articles that they can get via email.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for staying up to do the interview. I'm so excited to talk to you, and I've been following your website for a while. So it's an honor to you. Do you ever get to the U.S.?
Yes, I've been a couple of times. I really wanted to come to Full Figures Week this year, but I couldn't make it with everything that's going on. So maybe next year.
Yes. We all would love to meet you in person.
Yes.
Well,
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for being on the show, and enjoy the rest of your night. Sleep tight.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was Sarah Testa from Pazazz.net calling all the way from the island of Malta. So thanks again for staying up for that interview. Next on the show is Cassandra Jones McBride. She's a Detroit native and serves as the news editor for Venus Diva magazine and is also the U.S. director of the Fuller Woman Expo Detroit edition and is responsible for bringing together a number of outstanding local and international speakers and celebrities, seminars, and workshops that attract attendees, sponsors, vendors, and exhibitors throughout North America. The expo is set to take place in Detroit September 19th, 2009. This will be the third expo, with the second proceeding in Detroit in the Detroit edition. So let's welcome Cassandra to the show. Hello, are you there? Cassandra?
Hello?
Hi. Welcome to the show. Now wait, I messed up the end of what I was reading. Now this is going to be the third expo, and this is the second in Detroit.
No, this will be the first in Detroit. The second expo will actually take place in Toronto. The concept of the Fuller Woman Expo started in Toronto last year, and the week preceding the expo in Detroit, September 12th, will be the Toronto edition. So it'll be the third annual edition of the expo, with the first in Detroit, September 19th.
Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying. You still have the first, second, third, fourth in a row, regardless of the location.
Right, regardless of the location.
Okay, I got it. So, well, first, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
tell us a little about yourself and your background, how long you've been active in the plus-size community.
Well, I was started in 2007. I modeled in my first show, the Stills and Curves show that came to Detroit. It was a traveling show. The group was based out of Maryland, the D.C. area. And when I first heard about it, my friend had actually been a part of the group local in Maryland and said I should go and try out. But once I learned what they were doing and that it was actually runway shows out there for plus-size women, I started to get immersed in the whole aspect of what it was to have a show like that, what it meant to the community. So I started to work with some of the people who were responsible for that show and tried to secure a sponsorship for the Detroit leg, and then try to work behind the scenes to get more exposure to the show when it came here, as well as being one of the models in the show. After it was over, I realized that my focus may not be necessarily on the runway, but to give maybe other women other opportunities to be part of something like that. Because after I was in the show, people would come to me and say that they were inspired so much by the women that they saw on that runway and felt that they finally had a place there also. And it meant more than just a runway show. It was much deeper,
right?
As far as how it reached people. So I kind of wanted to affect or change the community that way. So I kind of started my mission.
Now, you have a company, LaFay Consulting. Is that how your company started and you went from the transition to directing events?
Yes, actually, that's how LaFay Consulting was started. It was based on the love of the runway and trying to give plus-size women a platform that they could be included in different aspects of fashion, and not just an added part two, but just kind of included in the overall run of shows. So I wanted to make sure that we had presence. That's how I kind of started that. And also, plus model advocacy is one thing that I'm so passionate about, in that women in the modeling industry just really in general need to feel empowered because they do own their image, and they need to really take responsibility in how they're portrayed and make more correct choices as to who they partner with and how their image is displayed, and just knowing what you're signing, contracts, things of that nature, and trying to research things before you kind of go head first into trying to be out there and be seen.
Right. Because some of them are so excited to model, they'll do anything anywhere.
Yes, absolutely. So
well, tell us how you became the U.S. director of the Fuller Woman Expo.
Well, I went as a model. Actually, I worked as COO of a local designer in Detroit, and we were able to participate as a featured designer, a Toronto edition last year. But prior to me arriving in Toronto, I've talked with Georgia Greenwood, was the executive director at the time, and we had talked really in depth about the plus model, with just the modeling community and just the community for plus-size women in general, and just how there was a need to have that in Canada, and how it was such a beautiful thing. And we kind of got together in our dual missions and brought the expo to
you live close enough to Canada where you could just go back and forth.
No. She lives like 4 hours away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's more in further into Canada. But we talk all the time on the phone. So we really thought that would be a wonderful thing. And plus in Detroit, every woman here is on a runway, because they all feel like they're divas, and, they have their own sense of style, and I thought it was really good. Even though we're like mostly the majority of the population in Detroit, we're still not spoken to as a community as far as fashion goes, as far as commerce goes. I mean, we contribute a great deal to the economy of the city, and I'm sure across the country, and we are still an untapped market. We are not spoken to in the correct way, and I felt that bringing an expo here would be a wonderful thing for the women in Detroit.
Now tell me, what kind of event is the Fuller Woman Expo Is it a bunch of different things in one day, or is it like 1 or 2 days? Or tell me what happens during the event.
Well, the first expo in Toronto was a 2-day event.
Okay.
This year is only going to be 1 day.
Okay.
And it's going to have different workshops, really catering to a plus-size women, both from the inside as well as out. We want to educate and motivate our women through various workshops and demonstrations that will be featured in both countries, and hopefully to highlight goods and services and companies that really do speak to our community and the plight of what we're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So just for example, just in the Detroit Expo, we have a keynote speaker, Dolores Presley. She's been in the community for a long time. She's been seen. She's actually been a motivational speaker across the country for years now. Right. And she'll be a keynote speaker in Detroit. Janine Biggins, I believe she was on your show a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. From Voluptuous Woman Company. She will be in attendance during the foundation workshop. Mia Amber, who is well known in the plus modeling community, making great strides towards acceptance and just general presence and just all runways. She will be running a runway modeling boot camp basically in Detroit. She's also doing that in Toronto as well, but her presence in Toronto is going to be more about her Hollywood career and how women can break into Hollywood and that whole scope, being a plus-size woman. So she's going to talk about that in Canada. We have a fitness aspect also. And then we also have a panel discussion in Detroit. It's called The Evolution of the Curvy Revolution. Mm-hmm. So basically in that panel, we're going to talk about just where we've come in the plus-size community, where we are today, and where we need to go, and how we can continue our mission throughout the community as a whole. So we have now,
also during this day, I know you have workshops and you have a keynote speaker, and you also have a fashion show, and you recently did a model call to get the models for the fashion show. So are you still looking for models, or are all those places taken?
All places are taken now. We had an overwhelming response to the model call, and we have over 25 people who have said and have trained and who are really ready to visit Detroit. So we are pretty set for the models at this point. We have several coming in from out of the state as well. So from Canada, Mia and Janine from BGU. She also was a feature at Fashion Week in New York, but she also has her own clothing line. She will be also here on one way as well. So very pretty set.
Okay. And so besides this going on at the expo, now on the website, I saw that there was a link for a plus-size pageant called Miss Platinum Plus. And so is there a pageant that takes place during the expo as well?
So there's not a pageant that takes place during the expo. Miss Platinum Plus was an organization that we partnered with in the first expo, headed by Dawn from Ohio. And that's her company, Just Dazzling. And she was able to crown a contestant this year, Nyarko from Toronto. She is going to be in Detroit also accepting application for the next Miss Platinum Plus for 2010.
And I also saw on the website there was something called the Curvy Girl Camp. Tell me more about that.
Well, we're really excited about the Curvy Girl Camp. We feel that it's very important to start young in teaching self-esteem and confidence. And a lot of groups out there don't really speak to the younger generation, trying to get them early. I know there's a organization in Detroit called Fuller and Fabulous that caters to the younger plus-size girl with various workshops and things of that nature. And with the camp, it's going to start in Toronto in 2010. And it's basically a camp that will just have daily workshops, things that help motivate and stimulate the plus-size girl.
Okay.
To make her feel empowered, too.
That sounds exciting. Is it a fee involved for getting girls in the camp?
There is going to be a fee involved. The fee structure hasn't set yet.
Okay.
But
you just have to keep up with the website to get the latest.
It's constantly going to be updated with new information. But if you go on the website now, there's a link to just the planned activities that we have for the girls.
Now, for those listening that are interested in attending the Fuller Woman Expo, do you have to purchase your tickets in advance, or can you pay at the door?
You can pay at the door. The tickets are only $10 for the entire show. The fashion show is called Curves in Motion. That ends after the panel discussion. It's sponsored by Lane Bryant Outlet, and that is going to be inclusive in your $10 price. So the whole day is just $10. You can purchase your tickets online at the FullerWomanExpo.com through Eventbrite as well. There's a link there. Or you can purchase them at the door for the same price.
And so for $10, you get to see the keynote speaker, the workshops, and the fashion show?
Yes, and the fashion show, everything. You want to make it as affordable as possible because you want so many people to come out and experience it and really take advantage of what we have to offer.
Well, yeah, that's really nice. That's a nice price for everything. That's a good deal. So, do you have anything else coming up that we can be on the lookout for besides working on the Fuller Woman Expo?
Well, the Fuller Woman Expo, really, after George and I got together, we thought that, there was a greater mission past the expo. So we created the Fuller Woman Network. And the network is, right now, is a Ning site, the fullerwomannetwork.ning.com. And we have, through that website, women from all over the world who have joined, who are participating in part in the expo in both Toronto and Detroit. Karma Coma from Denmark participating. We have an organization in Spain who's also contributing as far as gift certificates for their website. So through that Ning site, we're able to connect with different women from across the world, all walks of life, and we thought there would be a great place to start to have more of a dialogue. We're trying to get people involved within their community and find people who have the same like-minded feeling about inclusion and self-expression and self-acceptance, and to find them in the area and maybe to partner with them to go out to further the mission that we've started. So that within the network is going to be a lot of different things you're going to partner with, a lot of different organizations that people may not know about. And the thing that we really are focusing on also in the network is to make sure that people are aware of other entities that are in their cities that they can go into. Every group may not be for everyone. We just want you to be able to find a home somewhere that you can go to, that you can feel comfortable and that you can express yourself and maybe find your support there. So that's the mission of the network.
Great. That all of this sounds wonderful. And tell us the website one more time so everybody know where you can purchase tickets and get more info.
It's the FullerWomanExpo.com.
The FullerWomanExpo.com, and the show is September 12th.
September 12th in Toronto, September 19th in Detroit. And there's a link on either of those pages on the site for Toronto and for Detroit to make sure you click on those tabs to purchase the tickets in your country.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Chenese. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you.
That's good, and we would definitely be keeping in touch with you as more things come about with the Fuller Woman Expo, and wishing you much success on the event.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a great night. Thank you.
You
Bye-bye.
too. And again, for more information about the Fuller Woman Expo, you go to the FullerWomanExpo.com. Now, last but definitely not least is Mara Hall. Mara is a native of Detroit, Michigan, who appeared on Dance Your Ass Off, Oxygen's reality dance weight loss competition series. Dance Your Ass Off brings dance and diet together. The new series featured talented, full-figure contestants who struggle with their weight and dance to unleash their inner thin. Each contestant will be paired with a professional dance partner who will train them for their weekly stage performances ranging from hip-hop to ballroom and even pole dancing. The judges will score the routines, and then the contestants will weigh in to reveal their weekly weight loss. The dance scores and the weight loss are combined for an overall score, which will determine who is sent home each week. At the time of her elimination on the show, Mara lost 26 pounds and gained a new outlook on life. So let's welcome Mara to the show. Hi, you there?
Hi, Chenese. How are you doing?
I am wonderful.
Hi, everybody.
So before you even begin the show, you were already in the process of losing weight because you had some health concerns. So tell us more about that.
Correct. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 2002, and basically from 2002 until now, I've been trying to lose weight through dance, enrolling myself in dance classes and trying to lose weight by that way. And, I was having a very difficult time, so Dance Your Ass Off really came at the right moment in my life to combine dance and fitness and good nutrition. Really was what I needed to get my life together and to control my diabetes.
So when you learned about the show's casting, did you automatically jump on it, or did you have a few reservations about how you would be portrayed on the show?
No, for me, I am a proud plus-size woman. I just wanted to be able to control my diabetes and be able to do that in the most healthy way. And for me to join Dance Your Ass Off was a no-brainer because I love to dance. I always have loved to dance since I was a little girl, taking tap, jazz, ballet, hip-hop, all of those genres of dance. So it was nothing for me to just go out there and do my thing because dancing is what I love at a size 12 or a size 24. It didn't matter.
Right. So the reviews I read online about the show were mostly positive, but there were a few critics, and some plus-size bloggers even went as far as saying the show was degrading. So since you were a contestant on the show, did you feel the show was empowering or degrading for plus-size people?
I definitely feel that the show was empowering for plus-size people. For me, if I was a person at home in America watching the show and being able to see a reflection of myself on TV dancing, it's just a total power movement for me. Just for us to be out there shaking our groove thing and doing it with confidence and loving ourselves and loving everything about us, even though we're trying to, maintain and gain a healthy lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I think it was definitely a motivating tool for me and for America to say, hey, Mara's out there along with the other contestants. They're out there getting it done and having a good time and really putting a bright outlook on how you can be healthy and how you can do it in a healthy manner.
Now, were you comfortable in all of the dance outfits that you had to wear? How much input did you go into what you had to wear when you performed?
Well, the first outfit that we wore on the show was probably the most revealing out of all of the outfits that we had to wear. And initially, everyone had a problem with the first outfit. But
yeah, because some of them had their stomachs out. And I was like, I don't know if I would be uncomfortable dancing with my stomach out.
Yeah, and we weren't, and at first, we were really, really upset about it, a little distraught about it, but then we realized what they were trying to do, and that was to show us how we were starting off so that at the end they could show a new you. So when you look at it like that, it really made it a little bit more comfortable for us as contestants, and we pretty much got over it after, they told us what was going on. But first, it was a little uncomfortable for everyone else, not so much of me because I really didn't care, because I honestly love my body at any size because
right.
I love who I am, and it's taken me a long time to do that. So if I was out there with a paper bag on my head or a paper bag all over my body, it wouldn't matter because I love Mara and I love who I am. So, and that's important.
So if you had the opportunity to do a reality show again, would you?
Probably not, because with reality shows, you really don't have any control over what's going on, and it's pretty much like you're told what to do, and you're on a set schedule the whole time, and you're taken away from your family. And I really didn't enjoy that aspect of the whole reality show experience, not being able to talk to my friends and my family for several months. That was the most difficult process for me.
Well, did you have to live in a certain house while you were filming or something?
Yes, we all lived downtown L.A. at 1010 Wilshire. They were lofts. We all had our own separate lofts, but we shared the workout facilities and also the common area where we fixed all and prepared all of our meals and where we all congregated. So, but we all had our own separate lofts, which were very, very, very nice, but not being able to reach out to the outside world was...
It was still like a prison.
Yes, exactly.
So... with this being a reality show on TV and giving exposure, I know you're pursuing this being an actress as well.
Yes.
So do you think your weight loss is giving you an edge in acting and you'll be able to get more roles?
No, I really don't. I was doing well with the acting before I even got on Dance Your Ass Off because I'm a character actress, so I'm really not into the looks and the ingenue types and the leading lady, so I can just pretty much mold myself and go in and out of different characters, so it really doesn't matter what size I am. And I honestly did Dance Your Ass Off because I was trying to get rid of my diabetes because my brother passed away in 2002 of diabetes, and it was important for me to really gain a healthy lifestyle, and that's my motivating factor, and that's why I did the show. So right now I'm diabetes-free. Well, it's managed right now. I don't take any more medicine. I'm not on insulin or metformin. I just basically exercise and eat right, and I'm healthy. So that's why I did the show. Yeah, thank you.
And since doing the show, you are continuing with that lifestyle and continuing to lose weight. So tell us about some of the products you are currently using.
Okay. Right now, it's very, very difficult to maintain the healthy lifestyle that we learned on Dance Your Ass Off.
Because you had a nutritionist and a
doctor and a personal trainer. You had all of that, and it was like everything was in-house and it was given to you. But now, like, when you get put back into the real world, you're on your own. And for me, like, I exercised before I started the show, but eating right is a big deal for me because I really like to snack and eat kettle corn and chips and Cheetos and stuff like that. So the diet part was very, very difficult. So what I did is I asked for help. And I asked for help in my doctor. His name is Dr. Bill Relaford of the Diabetic Foot Institute. And basically, he told me about eating right, and he shared his book with me, The 5 Colors to a Better Health, and also showed me what can happen that if I don't maintain a healthy lifestyle and control my diabetes, that, you know, I can get a gangrenous foot, my legs might have to be amputated, and eventually I'll die. And so he showed me what diabetes really, really looks like when it's uncontrolled, and that was a wake-up call for me. So that was one thing that got me on target, because when I got off the show, I was kind of in denial still, and he calls it deniabetes, like you still don't realize that you have diabetes and you're still eating bad and you're just trying to test the waters, and that's what I was doing, and I just had to really wake up, and he really helped me out, and I really appreciate Dr. Bill. The next thing that I did was enlisted in a nutritional food program, which is Nutrisystem D, which Nutrisystem D is a diabetic line of foods that has a low glycemic index for diabetics to maintain a healthy lifestyle and to be able to eat the quality foods that you like while still losing weight.
So that's not a part of your plan when you were on the show. This is something new after you got home.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And I can't say how much weight I've lost because we're coming back for additional shows, but I'm still losing weight and I'm still maintaining my my diet through Nutrisystem D, which is awesome. And I recommend it for any diabetics that are out there that are trying to lose weight and trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle and to gain a healthy lifestyle. Nutrisystem D is the way to go. And the way that I've been keeping the weight off, exercising, I've been going to CrossFit Hollywood, which is a wonderful gym facility. They trained all of the people in 300 the movie, and it's like boot camp times 10. I work out for 45 minutes, and then I'm done. But the 45-minute workout is like totally intense. They really take you to the core. They really push you to the limit for those 45 minutes, and then you're done. In 1 week's time, I lost like 6 pounds through CrossFit. it's phenomenal. I don't even like working out, honestly. I hated working out on the show, but now that I'm off, I'd rather just get it done in 45 minutes and let it go. And that's what I'm
really
doing.
you've just changed your entire lifestyle where you don't even do the same things anymore.
No, I don't. I work out every day, sometimes twice a day. I fix all of my meals with the Nutrisystem D because they give you basically breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. But with those basic core meals, you fix your veggies and your different fats and stuff like that they want you to do. But it's a great program, and I highly recommend it for anyone.
And so since you have this weight loss, you had to get new clothes, obviously, to fit right. So you decided to open an eBay store to sell some of your clothing that was too big that you can't fit in anymore. So tell us about that and how we can check out what clothes you have to sell.
Yes, I am currently selling all of my clothes that I can't fit on eBay, and all of the proceeds will go towards the American Diabetes Association in honor of my brother, Jason Anthony Hall. So I've already raised $103 from the first first 4 auctions that I had on eBay. And so I'm looking forward to selling more of my clothes and donating all of the money to the American Diabetes Association. You can get that information. I'm listed as Mara, NH, 1976. That's my eBay username, and that's Mara, MARA, NH 1976 on eBay. And please come.
And what sizes are up there for sale?
Right now, 22, 24, and 18, 20.
Okay, so those are the sizes that you can go purchase today.
In hot fashions, because you know I got style.
Yeah, you do have style. I knew you before the interview, so you did dress well. I have to go look at some of your stuff myself.
Thank you, Chenese.
So, do you have anything else coming up we could be on the lookout for?
Yes, I'm coming back for the finale for the Oxygen for Dance Your Ass Off on August 31st, and I'm also coming back for the reunion show on September 7th, where we're going to reveal our new bodies and what we look like now, because everyone is totally different than when they left the show. So.
Some people gained and some people kept losing.
Exactly, or some people stayed the same. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us your official website. Do you have a website yourself?
I actually have a blog, a fabulous blog that lets all of my fans know how I'm doing and what I'm doing to maintain my lifestyle, and it's Mara's Journey to Become Fit and Fine.blogspot.com.
And you're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/Mara.Hall, and I'm also on Twitter, twitter.com/MaraHall, DYAO.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show, and I caught you on the episodes a couple of times, and you were getting down on there. If I see you at a party, I'm not going to dance by you now.
Girl, you can dance next to me anytime.
Well, thank you, girl. Well, continue success in everything that you do, and stay in touch.
Okay, thank you, Chenese. Thank you for having me.
All right, girl. Talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. And that was Myra Hall from Dance Your Ass Off. I know a lot of people were excited to hear her because that's a popular show that everyone is watching. So keep tuning in, and she's telling us there's a reunion show coming up, so it'll be exciting to see how everybody looks now after the show is over. Well, thank you to all of our fabulous guests this evening, Sarah Testa, Cassandra Jones McBride, and Myra Hall. Tune in next time, and we'll have more Plus industry professionals with stories to not only inspire you, but to keep you connected. Interested in advertising on our show, being a guest, or have comments? Email us at guests@plusmodelmagazine.com. And if you haven't already, don't forget to join the Plus Model Radio fan page on Facebook. For more information about our show, go to the website at www.plusmodelmag.com. I've been your host this evening, Chenese Lewis. Thank you for tuning in and supporting Plus Model Radio. Until next time, keep thriving in your curves and be blessed.